Welcome back to No Good Rolls, Just Good Roleplaying. I'm your DM, Kurt. I'm here with my adventuring adventurers. They're adventuring right now. Actually, they're up to their elbows in deep shit. Because they've made their way to Ironmaster, and they've gone past the standing stones that said, "Do not enter." But they are currently surrounded by several dozen armed militia and being questioned by what looks to be a captain. So yeah, you guys are just outside the town of Ironmaster. When you cross the standing stones, they were instantly alerted to the approach of outsiders. And when you got to the gate, they rushed you. You're encircled by 3, maybe 4 dozen guards with halberds pointed at you, encircling you. They broke rank just for a second to let the captain through, then quickly reformed. And quite sternly, she is asked, "What are you doing here?"
We're so sorry that we had to break protocol, but urgency is a must.
You will be sorry.
We have brought you the traditional tribute.
Of non-humans?
And
Or non-dwarves?
Do I throw it at her? What do I
No, hand it to her reverently. This comes in regards from
Auric.
From Auric. She?
Auric.
Yeah. She has an urgent message for
Gort Brighthelm.
Gort Redham? Brighthelm? Sorry.
Her cousin.
God, I cannot pronounce today.
Gort Brighthelm. What would the Brighthelm family have to do with any rabble like you? You can't even follow the simple instructions.
We are messengers on an urgent mission, and we have 3 others that we must be away to as soon as I leave my message with you. I know this is uncustomary for everywhere and for dwarves alike because there's a lot of drinking involved, but we don't have time.
You do not have the passive insight necessary. Jasper, this woman is angry.
Okay.
Your passive
So-
insight.
Seeing this as she's getting angry and seems to be saying the right things, I step forward with my rope and I'm like, "Please, mistress,
She's getting angrier.
using my persuasion."
At disadvantage.
Oh.
13. We've come. My masters have come, in true honesty, to ask for your humble assistance in Brinchander, as we have many giants have attacked the city, and we have fought them off. Just like the ogres that you had, or that were guarding your entrance. That were guarding that were at the entrance that ambushed us. We have rid you of those ogres. 3 ogres we have rid you of at the entrance.
She motions to a couple of guards behind her, and they break rank and seem to be headed out the direction that you came from.
Have you been having trouble getting supplies lately? Because that may be what it was. If arrivals haven't happened or departures have gone missing.
You think we need the outsiders around here? We're dwarves. We're more than capable of defending ourselves.
I have said nothing.
On ourselves.
I have said nothing.
While you guys are talking, I'm going to touch myself and heal myself for 7 points. So
I
I think I need to be
have
full
said
of
nothing.
points.
I have said nothing of your competence. I am just saying what has happened to us on our way here. We are in a hurry to get to other ports of call. We need to head down to Neverwinter and do some stuff down there. But Brinchander needs your help as soon as possible.
Well, if what you're saying is true, I'll get you through to see Gort. I'll take you to the Brighthelms. None of you will be passing through this gate armed, though. And she She motions for 2 more of the guards to come up and give your weapons and arms to him.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, you guys better give your weapons to him.
The 17 to basically make my dagger just kind of slide into my pants, possibly.
17. Remember that. I'll get to you. Are you giving up weapons
Yeah, I'll give up the weapon.
and magic items? They're not stupid.
I love your sparkles.
Fine.
Okay, so you're giving up without a fight? Annika?
I hold up my sword to him and I'm like, this is my father's sword. It is very important to me. I will have it back later. Thank you.
All of your weapons?
That's all my weapons.
Jasper? You
You
said,
can't really hide a crossbow.
well, you can try. I've seen people jam ladders in their pockets.
Haven't you seen Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, exactly.
Use your suit there, man. You can tail the first
Um,
pocket.
Prison wall.
But my rapier, and because of how tall and skinny I am, my rapier and dagger, I kind of feel like I might be able to take them kind of on my belts and just push them into my cloak and then say
Are your
my...
hands still tied?
Technically.
Okay. With
No, they're not tied though, because I just wrapped the rope around my hand.
with that in mind,
Huh?
they find your weapons. You kind of were putting yourself at a disadvantage here. I understood why you did it, but you can get mad at Annika.
Oh, don't worry. She's going to be missing some stuff very quickly.
Are you putting up a fight as they retrieve your weapons?
No.
Torkin?
Torkin is kind of standing there and like,
Did they
yeah,
see
you
my-
guys give over your weapons. He thinks he is immune to that because he's a dwarf.
Did they
So
see my bag
he's
of...
just like, yep, hand him over. Yep, you'll get them
They
back,
did
don't
not.
worry.
I nudged Torkin. I'm like, you too. You too, buddy.
What, me?
Yes.
But I'm
We're
oh,
outsiders here.
Fine. It takes me a little while. So the hand axe, the short swords, the
Torkin's the
javelin,
one
the
from
maul
Pirates of the
comes
Caribbean.
up.
Where he's like,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Can I keep my shield? It's a wagon wheel, remember?
You can keep your shield.
All right.
Tova?
Yeah, I hand over my magical ring and my daggers
Didn't we just say weapons?
And items of magic.
Oh.
and magic items.
Ren?
I hand over my weapons.
Any offensive magic items I need to be reminded about?
No, I have no offensive
Okay.
magic weapons.
Items was the word I used.
You said weapons.
If I did, I would like to amend it and say, let's see your sheet.
I have nothing written on there that you need to know.
Goddamn rogues. Oh, what about these?
What?
These can be used as darts. Black feathers. I'm considering plucking you.
Not darts. Not darts.
Feathers. Pull out your feathers and stab people with them.
I don't think that'll happen.
Okay. So you guys have all relinquished your weapons, and she says, "Come with me." She waves off most of the guards. There's 3 in front and 6 behind, and she's walking you. She walks you into the city. And as soon as you pass the gates, you can see that there's all kinds of stone buildings in Ironmaster. And it's very hilly, almost glacially hilly in the city here. And the buildings are built like they just will build right through the ice. So buildings like half disappeared into the side of glacial cliffs, streets that are paved in stone and that just change to ice at random. It's unsettlingly beautiful, just the way things flow, like dwarves can build. She walks you through town. Several minutes go by and she takes you to a large building, walks in. Everybody seems to be greeting her very punctually and formally. And she walks you in, takes you through a couple hallways and into a large room. You can all easily tell that there is one entrance in and out of this large room. And she gets you in there and she goes back to the door. She says, "You will wait here until called." And the guards exit and she leaves and you hear the door slam behind her. Who has dark vision? Who doesn't have dark vision? It's very dark.
She's glowing.
I'm glowing.
You emit light like a candle, so people can kind of see your head, which is bad. Because it lets them know where to aim at.
Dang it.
It is very dark in here. No natural light other than her hair. No windows. One large, heavy stone door.
I cast light on my shield.
Well, I think that went really well.
Better than it could have.
We're in to see Gort. That's what we wanted.
We're not dead. I don't have my sword, which I will discuss if they don't give it back.
Oh, they'll get back.
No, the whole city will burn. But
Or,
That's okay.
or the city will burn.
So you guys are kind of nervously chatting back and forth. An hour goes by.
Well, maybe this didn't go as well as planned.
3 hours.
I knock on the door.
I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna lean on the corner
I'm
wall
falling
and
asleep.
have like a
Yeah.
little nap.
Yeah,
That sounds like a good idea.
I lay out the
Just like a
bedroll
short
and-
rest.
Wait,
Short rest.
And it can make a full camp.
So you guys take a short
A
rest.
light fire.
That quickly turns into a long rest. And your exhaustion disappears.
Nice.
After 12 hours of sitting in the dark.
we're not in the dark. I keep casting light.
Okay, would you cast light while you guys are trying to sleep?
Well,
But yeah, after 12 hours of being in this dark, dimly lit room, the door, you hear something shift on the other side. It's almost metallic. And ka-chunk, and the door swings open, doesn't make a sound as it swings. And on the other side is a stout dwarven man dressed in a very regal green cloth. Sorry, regal green cloth robe. And he's standing there. There's a guard on either side of him, very heavily armed and armored. And he looks at the six of you. My cousin sent you?
She was serious.
He steps in the room and they close the door behind him. What news do you bring me?
So I go on and I explain exactly what happened in town.
Bryn Chander.
Bryn Chander. And express, is it her, I keep forgetting, cousin?
Ugrek, this is your
Ugrek?
cousin. Gord.
Cousin, yeah. That his cousin needs his aid and help.
As you know, Gort, your cousin is very proud to be part of the guard of Bryn Chander, and she fought very well during the Siege of Giants. I fought by her side. And she needs your help. Reinforcements are required or your cousin may die.
There have always been songs already written about your sister, your cousin, of the great battle she fought at Bryn Chander. I'm doing this as a performance persuasion to alleviate the story, and I sing the song of her tales and her battle.
Roll a performance to see how well
The
you...
shadow puppet show.
11.
Okay.
Can I help him with just general persuasion as well?
Do you have
I do.
performance as a skill?
I do not have performance, but I have persuasion.
He's doing performance.
Okay.
To give someone advantage and aid them, you require the proficiency in the same skill.
Okay.
Does my flautist assist me?
That's you.
I'm not good at it, but I could help.
Are you proficient in performance?
No.
Right, so you can't get aid. I mean, you can still. You can
I'll
still
play some
help
too.
them.
Okay, I thought that's why she was playing her flute in the bar before.
So, you regale him with the splendid tale. He's heard more than a few bards tell tales, and he's able to pick out the truth between the embellishments. And he seems to like he was never as angry as the captain of the guards who brought you in here, but he seems to be somewhat more open to listening to you guys. So now you can do the persuasion.
All right. I'll try. Would Iron Master be willing to send soldiers as reinforcements to Bryn Shander? Bryn Shander would be grateful having a town.
I
Of
do
that
not
size?
have control over Iron Master's forces. I'm simply a member of the town
Do
council.
you have to worry?
I can
No.
I can put my voice out for my cousin, but what would Iron Master gain by aiding in the defense of Bryn Shander?
A relationship with a trading town. I understand that it's not Dwarvish, and so it probably is not as high on your list as something that you want, but it's a big town, and a lot of people pass through Bryn Shander on the way through 10 towns.
And as she's saying that, I'm translating all of this into Dwarvish and using my persuasion to add the words that could push it a little further.
Did you guys both have persuasion?
Yep.
I mean, because I'll let you give her the aid
Okay.
because you're like you're modifying her words, but just roll with advantage, Annika.
Sure. So that would be a 14.
14.
7 and an 8, by the way, with the stupid advantage. This is very like last night.
Don't yell at me. They're your dice.
Do you need more dice?
I already bought these ones from you.
Maybe you should.
They're lonely.
They're lonely.
So you're trying to tell me that you think Bryn Shander would be economic advantage to Iron Master?
Absolutely.
As well, just so you know, you aren't very far from Bryn Shander, as you know. These giants could be here within a day if they decide what they're looking for is here. And if you need
Let them come.
and I have utmost confidence in you guys being able to defend yourselves. However, they do have floating castles that they can bombard you from the sky. We have seen them throw down rocks as big as a house from these cloud castles, and the damage it has done on other towns, where you would not even be able to react or take shots at them because they are hundreds, if not thousands, of feet in the air. They would decimate you before you could even get to them.
I keep picturing Drax. I could catch them. I'm very fast.
Nothing goes over my head.
I am just trying to relay the information of how strangely organized this group of giants is, that is wreaking havoc all along the coast and in these towns that we are hunting for.
Well, that could be just the reason to keep our troops here, though. If I present that to the council, they may decide to hole up. If giants are on the move, marching and attacking others.
And if they are and we see them, Bryn Shander may be able to come and help you, should you need any extra assistance.
They apparently can't even help themselves right now.
Would it be intimidation to throw a jibe, kind of like a knock? Would that be intimidation?
It's like you're trying to just rib them, or
What?
are you physically trying to rib them, or just
No,
verbally
just
trying to
just
rib
like throwing out like, can't believe a dwarf would give up a chance to fight giants. Like,
He sounds a little.
them? I think that would just be a simple like persuasion.
I suck at persuasion though, but I'm gonna try it anyways. Tarkin's kind of like, wow, I thought you guys would be, more than happy to fight giants and show how prominent we are, that our kind is against them, and how valiant our warriors are. I mean, I would think that would be something that the dwarves would just do for pride, would go and defend that. Go and defend that place. And I'm telling you, 2 and a 0.
What was it, nat 20?
Nat 20.
I am appalled. I'm ashamed to think that my brethren would give up a chance. I do it for free. Really. I can't believe it.
Why do you think I'm
He
with you?
stands straight up and says, well, I've never. And he stomps back to the door,
Apparently-
bangs on it, and the door opens, and he turns and looks at you. I never. And out he goes.
Well, that might have gone bad.
Slams behind you.
Let's see how that goes.
Well, crap.
It was a reaction, at least.
Well, there was a heated one.
Who's up for plan B?
We asked. I mean, now all we gotta do is leave. I mean,
I rolled a 20 on a persuasion check. I'm pretty impressed with myself.
I'm essentially a bard.
I was persuaded. I was
Tarkin's gonna
100%
take a level of
persuaded.
I mean, you had me going.
You know, 10
So-
minutes of. Well done,
right.
sir. Well done. That was well said.
Well, I mean, it's truth.
So, you guys spend another hour kind of talking amongst
We
yourselves.
might be here. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Did you guys want to have some rations, or what are you eating today?
Yeah, we'll eat some more rations.
I ate a berry.
Another 12 hours go by. You hear a massive chunk, and the door swings back open. And you guys are like, I have to pee so bad.
Seriously, they didn't give us the bucket?
I got a bag of holding.
Oh, gross.
Save up enough.
We weren't supposed to just go in the corner over there.
It's a round room.
Oh, sorry about that, guys.
And there is Gwert. He still looks somewhat perturbed.
Fair.
The council has heard your insults,
It's not in.
and troops are being prepared to be sent to Bryn Shander. I suggest you leave.
We intend to. We would have left 12
No, no,
hours
wait a
ago.
He turns and he marches away. And there's the 2 guards left at the door.
I'll look at the guard. Well, you guys agree, right? I mean, it's true.
Dorkin. It's okay.
Calm
We've
down.
convinced them.
All right.
It's all good.
Let's go before
Our
we start
weapons.
another fight.
Do you know where they are?
Outside the gate.
They left all that to eat.
Threw him outside. I'll walk out. I'll leave.
So they
Yeah.
march you back through town. There's only the 2 of them. I just gave you guys a pause, just see if you're going to do anything stupid.
Nope.
Nope.
Are there any shops open?
Not for you guys.
As we walk past, shutters closed, doors are slammed, small children are pulled away.
So they march you directly out of Iron Master and past the gates where you came in. You're like, where's our stuff? Outside. They march you right to where the obelisks were.
If they're not there, we're coming right back here, and I'm going to finish you.
He snickers. You're just hangry. You left
No,
you
I
there
give
for
him a
24
wink
hours.
when I say that.
You see another small group of guards at the obelisks, and they looks like they've got a bunch of extra weapons and stuff on their person. As you approach them, they start laying stuff on the ground and then walk away. The By the time you get there, they're gone, but you see all of your stuff laid out on the ground.
I pick up the sword and I closely inspect it.
It's disenchanted for enchanting materials. Oh wait, this isn't WoW.
It is okay.
It appears to be fine. Roll an investigation.
That would be. It's a minus 11.
It appears to be fine.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic on it.
It appears to be magical.
Okay.
My passive investigation of 15 doesn't see anything.
Your weapons appear to be in the same order that you left them.
I love that all you have to do as a DM is throw in the word appears. And suddenly everyone's, what's wrong? Where is the thing? What is going on?
Or you think.
I just load up my stuff.
I'm not worried. I
I'm
put
not
my ring back on.
This is my father's sword.
My precious. She's in the corner.
Pulls out a forensic lab to start investigating the sword.
We all just
Anything
start-
happened to
We all
this
just start
sword?
walking off into the sunset, and she's sitting there in the.
Still looking at it. Yep.
All right.
The two guards leave you at the obelisks there, and just they head back. And they don't say another word to you.
Think of it like this: we got free room and board for free, right?
2 days.
Yeah.
1 day if you think about it.
And they had to clean up a pee.
Jokes on them.
Exactly.
We totally
Jokes on
never-
them. I had asparagus.
Where are we going next?
We're heading, I think,
We
to
have to get-
Neverwinter.
I feel like this first
Don't we
one
have to
was
go back to Bridgehander and take the dog?
We can take the dog back to Bryn Shander before we head down to
Yeah.
Neverwinter.
Do I really want to run into all those dwarves again?
Well, we're ahead of them. They're going to be. No,
We
wow.
could fly there.
Could
Well,
fly.
what dwarves? The dwarves from Ironmaster all went back to Ironmaster.
They haven't.
You're not sure.
They haven't
where-
sent the troops yet, but they are going to.
Okay.
It's just a long way to go back.
Eh, 2 days.
All
We can do it.
Deliver your dog.
And the message that the troops are coming.
How fast?
Oh yeah.
They might give us something.
Oh.
Pat on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, pat on the back. Yoink.
We can resupply in Bryn
Now
Shander
it's
too.
up to 10
I don't know if anybody needs
Yeah.
rations or anything.
Alright, so we're gonna head back to Bryn Shander
60
through
feet,
Huddlestone.
For 10
Huddlestone.
minutes?
We can spend the night in Huddlestone again too.
Yep.
Because it probably will
That's
take us
600
until late to get there. And then it'll be a walk
You
to
can go
Bryn
back
Shander.
and seal your buddies in the
You
bar.
can go hang out with the rest of your cup again.
I don't know.
I can put my foot again.
Where is the place that we have to go to?
It's probably about 50.
Well,
Bryn Shander's right
Neverwinter's
here.
here, but Bryn
Oh, okay.
Shander's just here.
Straight line 50.
So
I'd
it's
say.
less than 100 miles.
So as you guys are traveling back to Huddleston, you do have another encounter. You see coming up the road a group of at least a dozen people. Looks like they're pulling carts. There's one horse. They look ragged.
Going towards Huddlestone? Or?
Going. You've just passed the. You're almost to Huddleston, and they're.
The fork in the road.
Yeah, the fork in the road right before Huddleston.
Yep.
You're between there and Huddleston. They're traveling south away from it.
Okay. I walk up to them and I'm like, you guys look worse for wear. Is everything okay? What happened?
They kind of look at you guys and like, are you the heroes of Bryn Shander?
Oh, we are. You've heard our tales. I could sing you some more.
We were in Bryn
An
Shander.
audience.
We're not staying. We're going down to Neverwinter.
Has something more happened, or just because of the recent attack?
We were there during the attack. We refused to stay any longer. We're traveling south, away from the giants.
We will be heading there in a day or so. May your travels be safe, and we might catch up to you in a few days on our way south towards Neverwinter.
You as well. May the light shine on your paths.
Helm's blessing upon you.
And they continue. It looks like there's probably 2, maybe 3 families here and there. As they go by, you can see their carts look like they've loaded up all of their worldly possessions, and they're fleeing from the rage of the giants to the south.
How far south are you heading, travelers?
Well, they said they were headed to Neverwinter.
To Neverwinter? Okay. Near Neverwinter, there's a small town called Hemshold. So if you don't find shelter in Neverwinter, you can go there. The Order of the Gilded Eye will take care of you. Tell them I sent you. My name is Annika Silverbow.
Oh, are you making promises?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to write that down in the book of grievances.
In the book of grievances. I left my parents alone on the farm. They could use help.
Send them free labor.
Not free. In labor.
Welcome to your new life. It's called slavery. So they make their way further to the south. You guys continue going north, and you end up in Huddleston after a few minutes. Were you spending the night in Huddleston, or were you continuing through the night to Bryn Shander?
We don't travel through the night in 10 towns.
Well, not with that attitude.
No, we're staying at Huddleston for the evening.
We'll head back to the Rusty Cup for the evening.
So, getting to the Rusty Cup, you are immediately recognized. You were only there 2 days ago. You see some of the same faces. Ren, there are 3 or 4 people there that immediately raise cups as soon as they see you.
Ren!
Norm, Ren! And the waitress looks, and she waves at you and calls you over to table. She actually shoos a couple of people away that were sitting there. This was the same table you had last time you were here. And she brings you guys each a cup of cold ale.
My fair and hardworking friend, may we impose upon your hospitality again tonight?
By all means.
Thank you ever so much.
I will continue my performance to lighten the mood and entertain the masses.
And I will give her 2 silver.
Oh, she says, no, the first round's on the house.
Okay, thank you. Here's 2 silver for the next round.
It was 2 silver last time, was for all the food and the ale that you guys had had. Did you want me to bring you out foods?
I will take a hot meal.
Yes, please.
So she disappears for a few moments and comes out with food and ale. It's not the stew that she brought out last time. It looks like some kind of fried meats, and it's difficult to tell what. It's easy to tell fried, difficult to understand the meats part of it.
Dry ribs. I don't know what they're made of.
You say that, she's like, yeah, ribs. And then quickly leaves. So are you performing here again?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Natural 20.
He's like, this is my crowd.
Yeah, these people, these are my peeps. I know what they want. I know how to please them.
This is why she was giving you free stay. She knew you guys would liven things up. Okay, so you start performing.
It is Mariah Carey level performance.
You will get another 6 gold. These guys don't have the same kind of money that they do in Bryn Shander, but 6 gold end up making their way into your party's coffers. And once again, there's booze and food and merriment until the wee hours of the morning. I get con saves.
I did not take up the.
Were you intentionally like, no?
You guys,
15.
I'll let you make yours with advantage.
everybody
Yeah.
gets a +3 bonus to saving throws if I'm conscious and you're within 10 feet of me. Actually, I forgot
So
about that.
13 for me.
13 and how much?
+3.
16.
18.
Okay.
Oh.
19.
13.
Okay.
24.
All right. So everybody's up. You all remember to go to bed this time. And people are disappointed, but they understand. The adventurers gotta go to bed. They're adventurers.
Got stuff to
they
do.
need
Got
their
things
sleep.
on my calendar.
So the next morning, once again, people are still out there partying, but none of you were. It was a little difficult to sleep with all the noise, but you guys wake up in the morning. There's no breakfast or anything here, but you're able to just head out onto the road and head up towards Bryn Chandler.
I give before I leave, I give the waitress lady another piece of gold, and I say thank you for your hospitality. Thank you for allowing me to perform.
She bites into it. She's like, "You guys can stay here whenever you want." And she
Thank
puts
you.
the
Day anyway, so.
puts the coin in her pocket, and you guys are on your way. Once again, you leave the bar, and people are groggily making their way to their daily lives, heading down to the mines. So you guys get on the road and head towards Bryn Chandler.
Okay.
Who would like to roll a d20 for me?
Not good.
Our new party member.
New person.
19.
Yes!
Okay.
Maybe.
So the trip towards Bryn
It's always
Chandler
good.
is uneventful.
See?
That's good.
The best roll.
So yeah, you can see that it looks like they've repaired the door. They're kind of hasty repaired. They're still working on them, but the doors are both back up on the gate. There's maybe only 5 or 6 guys out here working on it. They let you pass without any event. You do not see Ogric here. This is where you had met her last time, but she isn't here at the moment.
We yell to the repairman. Have you seen Ogric? We're looking for them to give them the good news.
Ogric and Markham are at a place. I'm just looking from a map of Bryn Chandler.
Don't forget, we have to stop and give that puppy.
We have to find her.
Yes.
Well, she was at the
Bellador.
marketplace last time.
Yeah, and she seems to hang around that area, so maybe we'll go to that place where the guy sold you that cloak.
That magic cloak.
The magic cloak.
So, Town Hall is just at the southeast corner of the marketplace. And that's where they say the sheriff, Markham, and Ogric are.
Okay. Take a look around the marketplace before we go knock on the doors. Do I see Bellador around
We're
now?
looking for Bellador. Roll an investigation.
Oh, not 20, but it's -1 for 19.
You do not find her here, but in your investigations, you find out that she is at a little camp just outside the east gate of the city.
So we will. I need to. While we're looking for this, I need to grab a few more supplies and possibly look for a new crossbow from someone who's not going to rip me off.
Well, you can purchase anything of 100 gold or less out of the player's handbook here in Bryn Chandler
Okay.
easily.
While he's shopping, I'll see if I can find Ogric. I'll knock on the. I assume there's somebody there. Or
Well, there is a
Town hall
guard
is open.
at the front of town hall, but the door is open.
Mhm.
At least the common areas are come and go.
I'll ask the guard.
Is anybody else coming with you, or is everybody
Go
else?
with her.
You're one.
I will. Yeah.
I'll go.
Ren, you coming too, or are you doing some shopping?
Oh,
Oh, why do I feel like they're going to be bringing you to the town hall after this?
I look at them and I'm like, don't get arrested.
So yeah, while you guys are shopping, like I said, anything of 100 gold pieces or less out of the player's handbook, you can just purchase. If you're trying to not purchase this, we may have to have a discussion. I want this, but I don't want to pay for it. It's called theft. So while you guys are looking, you go into the town hall. People are running around kind of busily. You do see Markham. He's a very tall, lanky man, but as lanky as he is, he seems to have a very powerful build and a very powerful yet silent presence. The people around him, any words that he does say, they seem to be. They don't want him to have to repeat himself. They are listening.
So I see Markham and I take a quick look around him because usually Ogric's in his orbit, really close by.
It only takes a moment or two, and you do see Albert run up and say a few words, and she is he looks, because he's much taller than she is, and he looks down and says something at her, and it's almost like she melts when he looks at her.
Yes, very much so. It's so cute.
Smooth.
It's so cute.
And then she quickly regains her composure and goes about to do the task that he set her on.
I follow her around because I'm sure she's going to want to bring him this news.
So yeah, she runs over and she's working on some maps, doing placements and theorizing. She sees you and she kind of perks up. She's like, "Oh, Annika."
And I grab her arm and say hello. Good morning, friend.
She greets you quite fondly. You guys have fought together. She
Battle
gives
sisters.
you a big hug and says, "Have you been to Iron Master? What news have you?"
We did. That was an adventure, my friend. I don't think we did it quite right, but
Did you have to wait by the stones long?
we probably should have waited there longer.
You didn't wait, did you?
We did not wait.
Did you still have all your hands?
Yeah.
Oh.
Everybody's got
You
hands.
made out well.
Yeah, I think so. I think we did well. I think we have our friend Tarkin. I don't think you've met him. Tarkin, this is Ogric. Tarkin.
What? Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hey.
He fights well as well.
So what news from Iron Master? What did my cousin say?
We have convinced him they are sending troops. They should be arriving within days.
When you guys said you didn't wait by the stones, I thought that was it.
It was touch and go there for a while. But like I said, Tarkin, key in convincing.
That was fine.
So she runs over and throws her arms around you and plants a big kiss on your cheeks.
Oh, yep. Hey, hi.
Because her whiskers scratch you.
That's, yeah.
She says, "I'm so thankful. I have to go tell Markham right now." And away she scampers.
I hope
Yeah,
he likes
that's
the
no
news,
worries.
friend.
It was, she's gone. Okay.
I point out Markham. I'm like, it's hard to compete with that.
No, I just want to tell my story, but that's not really my thing, I guess. That's more Jasper. He's not here, so. Do you think he's stealing a lot?
Probably. I hope he doesn't get caught.
So you can see her and Markham talking, and Markham, he says something and nods, and once again she looks like she's about to melt, and then takes her a couple moments, she regains her composure, and she comes back, and she says, "Come with me for a moment," and she leads you guys over to it looks like a clerk of some kind, and she scribbles some stuff down on a piece of paper, and she says, "Yeah, you can pay them." And The clerk pulls out 6 baggies of gold, because she knows that there's 6 of you, and each has 100 gold in various gemstones. And you guys can decide whether you're going to give Ren and Jasper theirs.
Tova's with us. We're probably gonna have to give Ren his.
No, I think we should just give them a fraction of what. If you're all in agreement, give them a fraction of.
You know what?
Keep it in
I
a
agree.
special pool.
We should probably just keep aside a bail fund for.
Oh, like insurance policies.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe
to pay
some
for all the stuff that
like,
they steal.
some lawyers,
Yeah.
maybe eventually at some
That
point.
sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
let's give
agree.
them like a quarter.
So
of it.
Audric says, like, you're more than welcome to take the gemstones and do whatever you wish, but if you're ever in Fire Shear, I suggest you visit Deshara. She's a griffin rider, and you could use these gems to pay her to train you in the riding of griffins.
Riding a what now?
Hold on.
Speaking of melting, the riding of griffins.
Fire shear, you say?
Yeah.
What's her name again?
Tashara.
Deshara Keldabar. Keldabar.
So, still want to go to Waterdeep?
Maybe on the back of a griffin.
Pimp my ride.
Harley fireballs from a griffin.
That'd be cool.
He said to learn to ride,
Well,
not
Fire Shear is just
So-
down here.
Oh,
Just south of-
for some reason I thought it was over here in the east. Well, then I know
Do
that
you
we're going there.
know how much gems she would cost?
To train you how to ride.
Not sure.
I don't know. I would assume 100 gold
Okay.
should cover it.
All right. Does she only take gems, or does it like gold and gems? It's fine. Do you know? Okay.
I don't know.
I'll ask her. We're definitely gonna go ask her.
So cute.
Okay, I say we keep the gems all together so we know we have enough.
Yes.
And not tell them about us getting paid.
Yes.
I agree.
Tova, I now trust you with my gems.
Okay, that goes
I want
into the.
to ride a griffin.
I want to hurl fireballs from a griffin.
Okay, I have 600 gems.
Entire quest
griffins.
line put aside. Saving the people. No, no, no. First, we need the griffin.
The griffin will help us.
You need griffins first. You have to buy the griffins. Or capture them.
So he says, I thank you guys so much for doing this for me and going to seek my cousin out. I just, with the defenses and rebuilding, I just couldn't leave Markham. I had to stay here and do what you needed me to do. Thank you so much. I gotta get back to work though.
Absolutely.
And she scurries off and continues doing her duties.
Given to Tova.
Yes, I have it written down.
Yep.
I'll actually write that on my permanent.
So yeah, there's not really much else for you to do here in the town hall. I'm gonna skip out to the market for a moment. Ren, Jasper, how goes the shopping spree?
Well, I found some rations at a good price.
Did you find them or buy them?
I bought them.
Okay.
Other than that, everything else, I haven't really been able to find any good magical items. I've had some people try to sell me magical items, but I've been able to tell.
Oh yeah, that guy sees you. He's like, "Did you want this cloak of protection again? I still got it here."
Sir, if you try to sell me that fake cloak again,
This cloak is
You-
real as the
you
day
will
is
not
long.
breathe. You will not breathe another breath.
The paladin is no longer here to protect you.
I intimidate him at 19.
he's decided that you're not the right person to buy this cloak. Like, if you're going to be that aggressive, I could never sell this cloak to someone who may someday be in conflict with the town guard. So I'm going to have to retract this. You're not allowed to buy this cloak.
I didn't want to sell it to you anyway.
I do have rings of protection.
Thank you. No, thank you.
This guy's been stabbed before.
He's got scars all over.
Ren, did you
He's just in
have
every
anything out of the book
shop
that you wanted
entrance
to
that you
find
go
rather
to.
than buy, or?
No, I just was stealthily wandering behind him. Let him think I'm not there.
Basically, we can't buy anything other than common items for under 100 gold. So it's basically just supplies.
Yeah, so I just kind of bought
You could
some
buy lots of like salted fish here if you want. Cats love fish.
Spice and tuna?
I've got my rations.
Mm.
Didn't say
They're
what
just,
I
they're
didn't
just
say.
dried fish.
I didn't say what they were. Yeah, just cans of sardines.
So, you guys meet back up in the marketplace. You had found out that Bellador is out to the east gate. Something about she set up a camp there or something.
So we'll head out the east gate, see if we can find her camp.
Okay, so it's a bit of a trek over to the east gate, but it's fairly uneventful. You get to the east gate, the doors are open, so you just let yourself out, and you can see maybe 500 yards. There's looks like a small tent and some smoke rising from it.
As we walk there, I'm like, Griffins, guys, Griffins, Griffins,
Yes, Annika.
Yes, we got.
Griffins.
So we fill them in. We got
Yeah, but what if you
paid
fall?
in Griffin riding lessons.
Yes.
Featherfall. Don't know about the rest of you.
Griffin
I
riding.
don't think I can do that.
Yeah, like a friend of Algrex will hook us up, teach us how to ride Griffins.
For free.
Oh yeah.
And who's paying for the Griffins?
We'll figure that out.
It's just a horse with some paper wings taped on
Pardon?
it.
So you guys are continuing to argue discuss, as you walk towards the encampment. Getting close, you see it's just like a single tent, and it looks like a stone fence or some kind of stones all around the back of the tent. You're still quite a ways away. As you get closer, however, the stones seem to like separate, and it gets easier to see what they are. They're like headstones.
Like gravestones?
Yes. There's a large area of graves here.
So she's made a camp in the middle of a graveyard.
That's what it looks like.
That's
Or
not
she made a
normal.
graveyard in the middle of her camp.
Mm. Yeah, that's super goth, man. I vibe with it.
So you make your way up to the tent, and you can see Belladora. She's got a small little campfire just beside the road away from the headstones, and you're not sure if she's boiling water or just cooking something there for herself, but it's very, very meager looking. You know she's not a person of means. She used to just like scavenge and show people around for loose change around the marketplace. Roll me perceptions. You don't have to.
I'll roll a good stealth check. You know.
Passive perception.
15.
Yours is high too, isn't it?
Mine's 19, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about
Torkin just
11.
wandered off into the forest.
7.
He saw the cat go into the forest, and he's like,
that. So anybody
"Cat, go."
less than 10 doesn't really notice or doesn't comprehend. Like 3 of the graves that are closest to where she's camped are fresh. Like they are just covered. As Belladonna sees you guys approaching, she kind of starts to cry a little more.
Oh dear. Okay, you guys said I botched it last time, so you guys do it this time.
I don't even know this person.
Me neither.
Belladonna, you seem upset. Who are these graves for? We see that they are very fresh. What has happened?
And through the sobs, you get out that this is Tanara, Lisha, and Bator, a mother and her 2 children. And they were the ones who perished in the house that was crushed that she was trying to save.
Did you make your camp beside them, or did you bury them beside your camp?
Like, they didn't have much, and no one would have buried them, so I did.
That was very noble of you, Belladora.
And she starts to cry a little more.
We have a gift from your friend that you sent us to see. And I take out the dog.
Oh, you went and talked to Thwip?
I talked to the Thrip.
If you can call it talking.
He's
They screamed at him.
yeah, he's hard of hearing when he wants to be. Hey.
No, I start playing a funeral dirge. I start playing a dwarven funeral dirge for her and singing.
Roll your performance. I want to
I
see you
did.
botch this and do like circus
I just
music.
rolled a 20. Yeah, no, I did. I just rolled a 20. So it is the grandest, most beautiful funeral dirge you have ever heard in your
Are you
life.
singing it, or what instrument are you playing?
Well, I mean, it sounds kind of, well,
Ducky.
ducky.
Did you want to show everyone your instrument?
Oh, please don't. Not on camera.
The dwarfs have come and saved our lands. The dwarfs will carry us into their God's land. And I will sing this dirge till you are all in your land with your gods.
Enough. Alright, so you are very respectfully and somberly playing your duck for the entertainment of those who have passed. It does not stop her from crying, but she does not seem to be having the same tears of sorrow.
Do their spirits thank me? Was it good enough with a natural 20 for them to high-five me on the way out of their body?
No. That would be creepy.
Wouldn't be the first.
But she says, yeah, I think I'm going to stay here to honor them.
I produced the dog for her. He sent you this. I think it's for you. Keep you company.
So you give her the key as well?
Yep.
She inserts and turns the key, and the dog starts barking, and she puts it on the grave of the young boy, and it basically sits, stand, gets up, does little circles and barks. And
Don't!
Digs.
no.
No digging.
You could have sold her the key for 20 gold. No, I'm kidding.
Tova!
She says, if you're ever in Everlund, I know you're going to write this down, seek out Crowan Valharrow. He is a powerful wizard. Let him know that Thwip and I send you with our regards.
What's the name of the town again?
Everlund.
Everlund.
South of Silvery Moon.
Now let's play the game of where the hell is it?
We need to find a wench to ask. Oh, you know where it is.
I think you just called Garth a wench. damage.
Wait, what? Yeah, I've been called worse. It's all good.
He's a powerful wizard. So if we need help, or if we're ever there, we'll look him up. Thank you very much, Belladora. If we're ever back, we'll check in on you.
Goodbye. And she kind of lets herself into the tent and closes the door. She wants to be alone.
Do you have any other colored pins we might borrow from you?
Yeah, somewhere.
Okay, for next time.
We can get them during
Mark
our
all the
next
places.
intermission.
Yeah, just so we know, like, if we go someplace, oh, there's a green one. Let's look through our books.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check my desk drawers.
Sure, thanks.
So yeah, you've talked to Ogric and you've talked to Belladora.
Well, I think we should find a place to stay for the evening.
Well, you are still allowed to stay here on the town's dime,
At Kelvin's Comfort.
Comfort.
Kelvin's Comfort.
So we can head back there for the evening.
So are you gonna pay or show them the letter that you have that lets you stay at basically anywhere that's associated to 10 towns for free that you haven't remembered?
It's in the notes. We'll show the letter.
Ah, I recognize you guys. I thought you'd be taller.
I stand up straight. You mean taller? If I get any taller, I won't fit in here.
I guess I'll go get you guys some food. Having realized she kind of put her foot in her mouth. And she goes and grabs you guys some food and some ale. And she says, I'll prepare a room for you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
And it is a fairly uneventful evening. You do not see really any of the named people you know. Belladora isn't coming into town anymore. Sir Barrick is kind of, you're not sure where he's gone to. Markham and Ogric are busy. Surak has left to go to Luskin. Duvessa wouldn't come in here because she's above that.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are kind of just on your own at the moment.
And sorry, you said someone went to Luskin?
Yes.
That would be
Sirik.
Sirik.
Do you remember the significance of Sirik?
No, but I will look through my
The
notes.
ice giants were looking for his father.
For Artist Simber, his father.
So he thought that they were drawn there because of him. So he fled to go to Luskin, which is to the south, and he had given you a quest to go to Neverwinter.
Oh, hey.
Oh, well, I've had a few nights of performing. I think tonight is a performingless
A
night.
rest
And
night.
yeah, it's a dark night. Dark night. The stage is dark today.
So where is this we're going?
Down to Neverwinter?
No.
Come.
Over to
Griffins.
Everland?
Yeah, Everland's over there.
Ooh, right
Wait.
here.
Oh, Fire Shear.
Yeah, Fire Shear. That's
Fire Shear is here. Sarek is in Luskin. Our wizard friend is over here. Neverwinter.
Think of how much faster it would be and easier to get to places when we don't have to walk.
Well, that just means we know how to ride griffins, not that we have griffins.
And we can definitely get them, and then we'll know
I
how to ride them.
I can definitely procure us some griffins. There's no problem there.
Are you talking about
I think you must
kidnapping
steal a griffin.
griffins?
No, not at all. We would just, you guys
There's
could
the,
let me be, and in the morning I would have gone to the wild and gotten some griffins. Oops.
the acolytes of the
Are
evil
you
eye
going to
ride
like
griffins too.
craft
We can
them
always
by
steal
yourself
from
out
them.
of the bullshit?
They're evil.
Pretty much.
He's
yeah.
gonna find some horses and put little paper planes on them.
I've been plucking feathers out of a friend the whole time.
Well, you guys will spend the evening here. jovially discussing just how am I going to get my hands
On a
on
griffin.
6 griffins, or even just 3 griffins would be enough.
A griffin would just be a miracle.
And that is how we're going to close off this little bit. We're going to take a bit of a breather, and then we're going to come back and see if we can action those plans with maybe some synergy in acquiring our goals. I'm not that kind of a manager. No, we're going to come back and we'll see where we head from there. So, Tech Goblin, I'll get you to star wipe us, and we will take about a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back.
Tech Goblin said it's a new year, and in a new year, you're supposed to make a resolution to do something better, or give up a bad habit. Let's see. What? No, I can't give up smoking. You do realize if I stop, I'll explode? Yeah, like biblical proportions explosion. Drink less coffee. 8 pots a day is excessive? Fine. I'll try to cut it back, but I'm not giving up bacon. That was episode 19 of Moose Jaw Gamers and No Good Rolls, Just Good Roleplaying. It was recorded while streaming on Twitch. Check out their channel for live streams. Please like and subscribe here and on Twitch. You can see the continuation of their adventure in about a week's time.